I know it's been a week. I have been MIA. I've been up to some other things, namely working on my music and stuff. And I haven't really, I've been waiting, just really been waiting for this new update. And we have that update today. So we are going to cover that in just a few short moments. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? This is Killich. We are back at you with another one. We got our amazing announcement today for the roadmap. And that is not all of the news. So we're going to cover this all in depth right now. Looking ahead at our 2025 roadmap, Maximum Football. Alrighty, as the year comes to a close, it's only natural for us to look back and take stock of where we've been. It's been a banner year for the Maximum Football team, with the game launching to Steam Early Access and Xbox Game Preview at the end of the year. It's been a long road to get to where we are, and there have been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears poured into this project. We are so grateful for everybody in our community and for the faith they've had in us and their willingness to come along for the ride. In 2024, we launched our first playable beta during the Steam Summer Next Fest, where we were able to see the first pieces of feedback from the community. Since then, we have made thousands of changes to the game in the lead up to our early access launch in November. With the game now out in the wild, we have gathered hundreds of pieces of feedback and released 4 updates that have addressed some of the most pressing feedback we've received from you. But the end of the year is also a time for us to look forward. We are proud of where Maximum Football is. As we round out the year, we are even more excited about what's to come in 2025, and we want you to get excited along with us. To that end, we are finally ready to reveal our 2025 roadmap, listing features and improvements we will be focusing on when our calendar turns over to January. Here's a handy graphic to help you better understand what to expect in the first half of the new year. Then they gave us this roadmap here, graphic. Major features: we're going to get coach mode, friend invite multiplayer, couch co-op. I'm not exactly sure what couch potato co-op is. We'll figure it out. Crossplay, franchise mode. As far as features go, we're getting weather, screens and draws, defensive hot routes, more play calling options, team and roster share. Ooh, I didn't expect that. User interface adjustments for roster management. That is something we've desperately needed. Ongoing updates. So this is the stuff that they're going to be continuing to work on. There's no timeline, but they're going to work on quality of life improvements. Yeah, that's a given. Online matchmaking improvements. Yeah, I think that's going to be ongoing for the foreseeable future. I don't know if there's really going to be, if they're ever really going to settle on that, and come to a close on that, because that's something that's going to always probably need attention. Animation system overhaul. Okay, so that's good to know that they're considering overhauling it, I guess. But I feel like the game's already in a pretty good state with the animations, but they could use improvement. I don't know. I'm not sure about an overhaul, but yeah, that's what they plan on working on. So I'm sure the game's going to improve a lot, especially over the course of the next year. But it says here, these are the planned updates for the first half of 2025. This isn't for the whole year. This is for the first half of 2025. So that to me is a pretty ambitious roadmap for the first half. So that's only 6 months down the road from now. This is a good list of features. Now, what's weird here is they don't. There is more here, so let's just keep going. So now let's break it all down. Major features since releasing the game, and even prior to, we've been listening to the community about what's most important to them to have included into the game. So our focus for the new year will be as follows. Coach Mode, a highly requested feature from our hardcore sim audience. Coach Mode will allow you to serve as your team's play caller while allowing the CPU to run the plays once the calls are in. Invite multiplayer. What are sports games without a little friendly or heated competition in 2025? We will be adding friend invites to our online offerings. Coach Co-op. All right, so this is where they define that. Even better than a digital rivalry is an in-person one. Next year, we will release an update that allows players to compete against one another on the same system. Okay, crossplay. One of the keys to a healthy online ecosystem is having a big player base that allows for quick queues and solid connections. That's why we will be opening up crossplay sometime in the new year to allow Steam and Xbox players to eventually PlayStation to compete against one another in MPL. Franchise mode. The professional equivalent to Dynasty mode, franchise mode will allow you to take over as the general manager of a pro sports franchise in a customizable experience. We will reveal more about franchise mode as we approach its release. Maximum Football 2025 roadmap. There is a video, but rather than playing it, I'm just going to link that in the description down below so you guys can have at that. Other features. The 5 items listed above are considered major mode and functionality additions, but they don't represent the only updates we will be working on. We are also committed to adding other smaller user-requested features to the game. These include weather, screen draws and other offensive plays, defensive hot routes, more play calling options, team and roster sharing. That's a big one there for me. User interface adjustments and roster management. That we definitely need. That's overdue in my opinion. This is by no means an exhaustive list, but it shows a few key items the team is actively working on to add to the game. Ongoing updates. Finally, there are several aspects of improvements that will be continuous efforts from the team. We will continue to monitor community feedback for ways to improve quality of life for our players, making adjustments to the things we see coming. Online matchmaking and stability will continue to improve with each update as well. Lastly, we are in the process of overhauling our animation system and adding tons of new animations to account for different situations on the field. This will result in a more realistic on-field product, both visually and physically. All of the information included, including timelines and features, are subject to change. We are still committed to listening to our audience and making the adjustments that are most important to you moving forward. Stay tuned for the real-time updates as features start to roll out. Thank you from the Maximum Football team. With the new year now coming to a close, we want to thank you for playing and giving us your thoughts on the game. We are going to be winding down for the end of the year and take a break and recharge with our families for the holidays. We will be back with our next update in January. Until then, continue to build your ultimate football universe of Maximum Football. See you in the new year. There is a little bit more information to cover, and that was his announcement on Discord, where he's basically stating, everybody, here it is, our roadmap 2025. This is a list of features we are working on having available within the first half of the new year. A couple things to keep in mind. This is by no means exhaustive. If we don't see a feature you've requested on this graphic, that doesn't mean we aren't working on it. It simply represents stuff we have heard our community request a lot. As with our early access title, these things are subject to change. We are still building this alongside you, and if over the course of the next few months we see a new feature request emerging, we will respond accordingly. Now, here's the key piece of information. Our next update will be launching this afternoon as well, so expect one more ping from us before the day is done. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is work. And we're getting it. All the hard work that they've been putting in, we will be seeing it a little bit later today. For right now, that's all I've got for you guys. stay tuned, and we will be back covering all the list of changes in the following update. As soon as that's ready, I'll get it out to you guys as soon as I can. So with that, you guys know the drill. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. And please leave a comment, and I will be grateful. Thank you. Have a good one.